What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, man. I am going to make this is an op-ed, an opinion editorial. I do believe that that's what's an op-ed is, and it is in response to this article that came out of The Ring called "The Broken System of Judging," and this is a commentary by Michael Woods, in which Michael Woods makes an argument. This is Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine owned by Oscar De La Hoya. So that right there, the number one opinion in this editorial is that who cares what they think? But Michael Woods wrote this note to Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio Sulaiman is the head of the WBC. And he complained about the judging of this particular the judge Roshan. Roshan saw a fight that very, very few others not aligned with the Wilder squad did, but put him on the list, the long list of arbitrators who need LASIK surgery, and a hard look at their future assignments. You lost the weekend, Roshan. Mauricio Sulaiman responds to this guy. It says, "My friend Michael, you are much better than writing this type of stories. Wilder does it, almost KO'd Fury. Conspiracy for a draw. Don't play Sherlock Holmes. Roshan is a decent family man and honorable, highly competent. Roshan could have missed a round or two, and there were a few close ones." Now, this guy, Michael Woods, then goes on to continue to talk about changings of rules, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of it, he says, okay, it's time to fix this shit. Let's stop talking about it and get action. Enough is enough, right? Talking about robberies in boxing. Obviously, you're talking about things like Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. People talking about Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev 1, on and on. But pretty much any time that somebody with a pen does not agree with the opinion, does not agree with the judges. Now, are there judges that are, the reason that a fight's call is controversial, 9 times out of 10 is because it's, in my opinion, every once in a while you do really run into something where it's just, oh my God, there's no way in the world that should have happened. For example, there was a fight in the UK. I believe that it was on, I can't remember what undercard it was on, but it was for the British Commonwealth 168-pound title, super middleweight title, in which a guy who was the favorite hurt his shoulder, I believe in the 5th round, and didn't throw a punch for the next 6 rounds and got the decision. So, are there cases where there's just flat out cheating in boxing? Obviously there are. Obviously there are those deals. But most times, and this is my experience having watching boxing for 40 years, it's the controversy is caused by a bunch of crybabies who didn't agree with the judge, and that was the instance in Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez 1, in my opinion, because people just like Michael Woods right now is looking at one judge and saying, I don't agree with that judge's call. How could he have gotten it 115, 111? Okay, say he missed a round. You make that 114, 113. It's still a draw. A draw takes two judges to make. 2 judges to make. I listened to Floyd Mayweather Sr. talk about the fight, and Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s not aligned with Deontay Wilder, and he thought it was a robbery because he said that Deontay Wilder had knocked down Tyson Fury 3 times. People said, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury got knocked down twice. He said, no, he got knocked down 3 times. Because as you do remember, Deontay Wilder hit Tyson Fury with a punch, and his hand hit the gloves, and the ref called it a slip, even though there was contact there. The referee also, after 10 seconds, let the fight go on when it was an elapsed 10 seconds, some people say. Other people say Tyson Fury hit his head on the back of he fell, hit his head on the mat, was completely laid out with his eyes rolled back in the head, and the fight should have been waved off right then. But the judge said I didn't follow the rules of boxing, or he implied that he wasn't following the rules. He was following the spirit of boxing. He was doing what was best for boxing. Now, if I said that Jack Reese had a conspiracy against Deontay Wilder. The same people aren't mentioned in that. Do they need, and when you're saying you need to change rules of judging, how many rules are you going to change? How many rules are you going to change? What magic rule system is going to take objectivity out of judging, out of calling a fight, out of watching a fight and thinking and deciding who you personally thought won? Are we now going to have punch replays to see whether or not all of the punches that Tyson Fury landed, that the judge that gave him credit for thought landed? Are we going to double check whether or not the punches land or not? How far are we going to go to make sure that you crybabies don't have something to cry about? Tyson Fury didn't beat Deontay Wilder. There is one rule in boxing that allows all of these issues that we're raising about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury to go away. It's called unconsciousness. If Tyson Fury did not get up, we wouldn't be worrying about the count. If Deontay Wilder had been knocked out and did not get back up until 10, then we would not be talking about the scorecards. There is the ultimate rule in boxing that saves boxing from subjectivity. That is the knockout. Tyson Fury did not get that. Tyson Fury did not even try to get that. And one judge said that Deontay Wilder won the early rounds. Another one said Tyson Fury won the early rounds. A ref said that Tyson Fury wasn't down for a 10 count. One judge called it a draw. Okay, the result of that fight is a result of 4 independent operators using their subjective determinations to judge the fight. The only objective way to handle it is to fight until you get a knockout. And guess what they used to do, dummy, Michael Woods? They used to fight that way. Fight to the death. Take out the scorecards. We're going to fight 70 rounds till somebody falls out from exhaustion and can't take it anymore. That's how it used to be settled. Take the gloves off. Hand them knives, fight till they go. Boxing has rules in place. The rules that have been put in boxing have been put in place in boxing over a lot of years, and there's been many attempts to make boxing to quiet the people who disagree with outcomes. But there's never going to be a magic trick, a magic rule that is going to take subjectivity out of the sport of boxing. You're not going to take subjectivity from Michael Woods. You, Michael Woods, can believe whatever you want to believe. That's your business. But to cry robbery because 2 judges don't agree with you, 2 out of 3 judges, and then slickly place it on 1 is ridiculous. Andre Ward got the decision against Sergey Kovalev. It was the biggest robbery in the world, right? Until he knocked him out the second time. If Sergey Kovalev had knocked out Andre Ward, you would have never had to worry about the scorecards. If Gennady Golovkin had knocked out Canelo Alvarez, you would have never had to worry about the scorecards. If Deontay Wilder had knocked out Tyson Fury, we wouldn't have had to worry about the scorecards. And if Tyson Fury had knocked out Deontay Wilder, you wouldn't have to worry about the scorecards. The judges are a necessary evil, and it's on the boxer to make sure that they don't have to go and do that. You're not going to get the subjectivity out of boxing unless you fight 90 rounds or fight until somebody cannot get up. That's the only way to do it. Raising the chairs in boxing and giving the three judges a different angle into the arena into the ring might help. But more than likely, do you know what I think would help the most? Is if people like Michael Woods would just respect the decision of the judge. That judge was not the only one to say Tyson Fury didn't win that fight. There was two. So why don't you complain about the ref that had the draw? Because it's an easier argument to say. You could say, okay, it's 115, 111. That's ridiculous. But that didn't decide the fight. What decided the fight was two judges' scorecards tallied up said Tyson Fury did not win. And the fact of the matter is that even the scorecard, that judge's scorecard that was a tie, would not have been a tie if Tyson Fury had not got knocked down in that 12th round. It really is, if people want time to fix the judging in boxing, I agree. It's time to fix the judging in boxing by recognizing who are the judges and who are not the judges. Michael Woods, you're not a judge. Your opinion don't matter. Paulie Malignaggi, you dang sure ain't a judge. Your opinion don't matter. Let's see the rematch. Tyson Fury can go have his, and I like Tyson Fury a lot, but Tyson Fury acting, crying like he got robbed, he's going to keep singing that song. But the fact of the matter is he didn't win the fight. Live with it. If he had knocked out Deontay Wilder, or if he had not gotten knocked down, he would have won the fight. If Jack Reese had a stopwatch on him from the time he hit if the count was kept from the side of the ring, from the time that your knee touches to the time you get up, and that clock, just like NFL football, is run from the sidelines, more than likely Tyson Fury would have been knocked out. If you had buzzers on your glove every time something touched, or white tip gloves where there was a connection between that to CompuBox, we would have amateur boxing. How did that play out? People need to stop crying about this decision, man. It was a good, very entertaining fight. It was an entertaining fight. Deontay Wilder did what he needed to do to hold on to his belt. Tyson Fury did not do enough to get the belt. And that is going to be written down. That's what it is. But my advice to Tyson Fury, to people that want to change rules, the only rule that will take objectivity from the judges, the only one, is to remove judges and have them fight until somebody is unconscious. That's it. Short of that, y'all can stop crying, okay? It's not going to change. And that is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.